Matt Rife has just made one of the most bizarre purchases in celebrity history.
So cool, man.
Forget cars, forget mansions, this man has just bought the home and museum of Ed and Lorraine Warren.
If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror, this is the home that inspired all of those stories. This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world. Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets.
But the evil was still attached to that doll.
Here's the important detail. While they own the property of over 750 paranormal items, including the real Annabelle Doll, they will still be legally owned by Tony and Judy Sapera, which is Ed and Lorraine's daughter and son-in-law. However, Rife and Castee have signed a 5-year deal, making them official caretakers and guardians of the entire collections. In other words, they're in charge of looking after the most haunted artifacts in the world and making sure none of them cause any trouble. This is what Matt posted.
I must go on record and say we do not legally own the items, but we are the legal guardians and caretakers of the items for at least the next 5 years. And what this means for you guys is you are going to soon be able to book a night or a weekend and stay at the Warrens' house and investigate the house and the history of the house, as well as the museum and all the artifacts inside of it. This is the most random hobby ever, but it's so fucking cool, man. I should probably collect stamps or something. Might be a little safer. But yeah, we own the house, and we are very excited for you guys to see it. Stay tuned.
He's aiming to have this open by October this year in 2025, but here's the big catch. The museum's been closed since 2019 due to zoning violations, so to reopen it, he'll have to go through a full approval from the local planning commission. Until then, he won't be able to put the artifacts on display and allowed to have people roaming around. Of course, not everybody thinks this is a good idea though. Frank Albano, who's a paranormal investigator, warned that everything in there should be kept behind glass, and removing the doll could be very dangerous, as we saw in the recent Annabelle tour. Chris McKennell, which is Ed and Lorraine's own grandson, says that the museum was meant for a controlled research and not for tourism. He says this could be a recipe for disaster. And finally, Philip Suricasa, who's another paranormal researcher, said dark energies can manipulate people, and even added that they hope they'll get through this alive. That is not exactly the kind of review that you want when you're starting a new business venture. To be honest, I'm quite excited with what Matt Rife and Elton Castee do with the Warrens Occult Museum, and if the tours are going to be open where you can look around the museum, I'm tempted to get a ticket. I think this only brings good things, especially as Matt Rife is very interested in the Conjuring universe, but let me know what you guys think down below. Till next time, horror lovers, peace.